Yeah.
They'll be wondering though.
So do you feel awkward yet?
Yeah. They'll be wondering, why are these people recording? Well, I'm bored. I don't have any.
Someone here has a YouTube channel and he has to document this, of course.
I'm bored. I have nothing else to do.
Yeah.
Alright, so this is Jessica.
Hello.
This person here.
This person. This thing.
Yeah.
This person, this being.
She studies the same thing I do, which is liberal arts and science in Twente, in Enschede. But wait, what minor do you do?
So the minor that I do is the Amsterdam Artificial Intelligence and Data Science minor. So that's the whole title for you. And basically it's a minor at the University of Amsterdam, and it's I get courses centering around data science and artificial intelligence. So machine learning, data wrangling, data visualization, you know, algorithms and data structures, privacy and
big words.
I mean, that's the thing, you know, you asked me to explain.
Yeah,
but you know that it's really like characteristic to computer science to like be very open about what they do. It's just that the words sound intimidating, so it sounds like high class, but the idea behind it that people are like, oh, I would love to tell you what it is that I do. It's just that it sounds very, 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 very professional.
Yes.
While it really isn't.
Yes. Anyway. So, that's what she's doing. What I'm doing is just the similar thing, I guess. But I'm more into the sports side. You see, I think by now you can guess that I like football.
Yeah, you only sacrificed your wrist to it.
Yes. So like, but I'm also kind of interested in the data side of football, and then just like using all that data for optimizing it for sport and for football, and I guess that's what I want to do in life. Which is not that much, but I guess, I mean, it's the most fun thing, the most passionate thing I can have right now.
Yeah. What's interesting is like, so then I am actually like much more interested in the business side of it. So like, how can you leverage AI and data to like enhance and grow your business, basically. So that's everything that I'm interested in. So the minor that I'm doing is actually really directed, like taking the courses that are really applicable, or the aspects that are really applicable towards business. So I won't be doing like too many neural networks and everything coming to AI. I really should stop talking all these terms because I sound extremely posh. In fact, I really don't know what I'm talking about.
Let's do. Alright. I'm gonna Google something. Let's do some would you rathers.
Sure.
Oh, I had one that's really fun. Alright, so you're offered $1 million in cash, straight up.
Awesome.
Right.
Great.
But the catch is, there's a snail that is following you for the rest of your life, and if it touches you, you die. Would you take the $1 million?
Yeah, because snails get squashed every day.
But like the thing is, if the snail comes into contact with anything too. So the idea is that the snail comes into contact with anything, but its main purpose is to get in contact with you. But if it does get into contact and breaks or dies in any way, you die with it. Would you take the $1 million?
No. Then I wouldn't. Then you would basically just be living in fear for the rest of your life, and that is not worth it.
Yeah, that's also my idea. Like,
there's like, you don't even, I don't know, one of the interesting things is I would love to live in like a tiny apartment high up, maybe in a city center for a while, and like, you know, I have friends who want to live in a penthouse at this point in their life, and I'm just like, no, that's all maybe for a later stage, if it ever happens at all. But right now, my biggest dream is just to live in a tiny apartment with myself, by myself. Man, maybe get a dog or something. So and luckily you don't need $1 million to do that.
We are in Leiden. There's a lot of small apartments here.
Yeah, so it's my hometown. So incidentally, maybe you'll ever find me living in one of these.
Nah, you won't. Anyhow, lead a boring life from here forward, or be reborn with all your memories into a baby of the opposite sex.
I'm very happy with my gender, though. No offense.
Alright. So are you saying you would live the boring life because you would enjoying what you have now?
Well, it says you're living a boring life. It doesn't say. Boring is subjective, right? Maybe something that's boring to you is not boring to me. So like, I feel like you can always make the best of it. And also I feel like if you would be born with your memories, reborn as a baby, and then of the opposite sex, you have a lot of trouble. Because first you have to deal with the fact of being the opposite sex, and you have memories of being the sex that you were.
I'd say that's a nice thing, because like you get the perspective of the opposite person.
Yeah, but then can you imagine growing up? Nobody to relate to, and nobody will believe you for what you're saying.
Yeah, but Google. I can invest in Bitcoin. Be the first female to like invest in Bitcoin.
That is so funny coming here, hearing a male say, "I will be the first female to," and they're not even like a transgender, just like, "No, I will be the first female," and then like with a very proud tone of voice.
All right, so this is apparently would you rather questions from like the only would you rather question this you'll need.
Okay.
Found it online. I have no idea. Would you rather the aliens make first contact be robotic or organic?
Wait, I don't understand the question.
Would you rather the aliens that make first contact be robotic or organic? Robotic would mean Transformers.
Yeah.
Organic would mean E.T.
Ah.
Or human-like. They're still organic. So, which one would you rather?
It's very funny that you asked it because I recently watched the musical Little Shop of Horrors. And like I told you about this earlier, so it's basically about plants taking over the world. So, given that, I will go for robotic. Even though I think it's just as intimidating. But you know,
yeah,
I really don't want like because there's this scene in like that musical.
Yeah, I also like
where they go like feed me Seymour, and I'm just like no.
Yeah,
but you were saying.
Yeah, I also go for like the robotic one because like it's more. I'd say if there's a war. Okay, this is gonna sound morbid now, but like if there's a war, like it will be like a normal war with guns and shit. Whereas if it's organic, then it will be very slimy.
Oh yeah, that's disgusting.
Yes.
Boy.
Yeah, no, I do that. Alright, we're moving on from this.
Yeah, let's move on. This is getting too grotesque.
Alright. Would you rather be able to talk to land animals, animals that fly, or animals that live underwater?
Land animals. I can talk to cats, friend. Consider who you're asking this person. You're asking this question.
Well, what if like so like, you can speak animal, you can speak cat tongue. But what if the only word that a cat learns is meow?
Wait, so you're saying they're...
So they literally are only saying meow the entire time.
Well, here's the thing. Like, I'm gonna literally go on YouTube now and confirm myself being a cat lady because I'm about to spout some facts at you.
I'm just saying, what if, man?
You know that cats actually don't communicate with each other using meow. The meow is used primarily to actually communicate to humans. They don't meow at each other unless they're trying to defend their territory. They discovered, like, as they became domesticated, that if they meowed at a person, they would get something. So they would get food or something, right?
Yeah.
So the meow is more actually of a communication tool.
It's like conditioning towards humans.
Yeah, that's how they became domesticated, basically. Anyway, I just so that's why they say I will end up with 20 cats.
Alright, this is something that's easy for me, but I want to get your perspective. Yeah, she's drinking coffee, alright? So this is something...
Correction, I'm drinking matcha, and that is, I think, the most basic thing I've said up to now. I'll try to top that.
Alright, so this is the one that relates to me. Would you rather give up all drinks except for water, or give up eating anything that was cooked in an oven? I'd give up anything cooked in an oven. I have water with me right now, and like, I'll just give up anything cooked in the oven, because I would like to have other drinks too.
I think I would agree with you on that one because considering I'm starting to like water more now. Yeah, so like I'm making more of a habit out of drinking water.
Okay.
And then now considering how many dishes I make from the oven, the only thing that I really make is like roasting stuff. But you can technically
at least you have an oven. But
though. You can technically also pan roast, you know.
To be fair, I'm like you have an oven. That's lucky. Student life, we don't have an oven.
Yeah, we used to have an oven when we were living together.
Yeah, but like, no, bro. Nowadays, it's just a microwave oven, which is not
even
an
when
oven.
I'm thinking about like my favorite dishes, none of them come from the oven.
Yeah, no.
No.
You can just use the pan.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
very versatile.
Yeah.
Where
No.
just a pot.
No, I'll choose like having a more free choices of drinks over having an
Yeah,
oven.
but it's funny that you said I like the taste of water better.
Yeah, I mean, so I'm just kind of like it was more. Yeah, well,
Water has flavor.
water actually has a distinct flavor. It's just, yeah.
Yes, I know water has.
Like I don't know, sue me.
If water has suddenly has a flavor, I think there's something wrong with the water.
No.
Alright. I have a Netflix account which I don't use. I just share it off with my family. I'm paying for it, but I share it off with my family, and they use it more than me. Because
Why would you?
why would I what? Why would I share it with my family?
Why would you like? Why would you spend money
on
like-
something I don't use?
Yeah, but also don't they? But
Don't they
Well,
have money? Yes,
well,
they do. But like,
Jack, you can see my brain exploding.
but like I mean, the thing is when I started to have the Netflix subscription, Netflix didn't arrive to Indonesia yet. So I was the only one who had the Netflix, and then my sister wanted it, so I gave it to her. But then my mom suddenly has a new TV, and so she wants it. That can have Netflix in it.
Yeah.
Suddenly she wants it, and so I'm like, alright, I'll just give it to you all, I guess, sure.
Why does your mom then offer to pay for it?
Because she's stay at home.
This is rich kid talk.
It's just I'm not rich. You're having a matcha latte from where? Bagels and beans.
From Bagels and Beans, and I feel like I should be ashamed of how often I go there.
Why? Because you study there to morning schedule is 10 a.m. bagel bean session.
No, not that much. Not like since I actually got a really nice room here, but it's like I only have to pass by the Bagels and Beans in Leiden, and then if the owner catches my eye, he will wave. He does not know my name. He just knows I am very regular.
A very loyal customer.
A very, very loyal customer indeed.
Yeah.
No, so yeah, I'm drinking one from Bagels and Beans. This is not promoted.
Alright. No.
But they might as well
Not
sponsor
sponsored.
me. They might as well
Not
sponsor
sponsored.
me. Bagels and Beans sponsor me.
Not sponsored.
No.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, I advertised a Doper. I advertised a Doper once. They're not sponsored,
No.
but Doper is nice.
Bagels and Beans and so they follows me on Instagram.
Ah, you're famous.
Hey.
Talk about studies, because we're students at the end of the day.
Yeah, oh wait, I'm interested in this by the way. Because listen, you are literally one of the most stoic persons I know in my
Stoic?
life. Yeah. Do you know what stoic means?
Yeah, I do, but like,
Yeah, you
that's
are,
a
you
very
to me-
interesting way to describe it.
I don't know, I just like,
There's a-
stoic is like kind of a person it might be completely inaccurate, like, I don't want to like go on the record saying any of this because literally I don't know shit. But stoic, I don't know, I've described my friends who just kind of, carry on through life, through thick and thin.
Yeah.
And just, just kind of carry on easily, right? You don't necessarily hear a lot from them, but they're still really interesting persons at heart,
Okay.
But they don't have to shine like incredibly bright or like require all the attention in the room in order to feel special necessarily. Does that make sense?
Yes, I do. Yes, it does now. Yeah. Thank you.
Anyway, I don't, and that isn't probably not at all what stoic means, but I don't know. I don't know a better way to
Lost
describe
for
it.
words.
Anyway, but so I was just wondering, so what in like going to college? So when I met you, I considered you as one of a pretty experienced students already. Like you seem to tackle the workload pretty well or take it. And I was just kind of, what did you discover or like what did you learn? What was like one of the best lessons that you learned? Not necessarily about being a student, but during your time as a student.
Oh, okay. This is gonna be hard because there's
Is
so
it?
many moments, man. There's so many moments that on the surface they could from one after the other easily. I'd say my board year.
Yeah.
I'd say literally
But what
my
did you-
entire board year.
But what about it?
It was so I was a Commissioner of Educational Affairs. Fancy term.
Very fast.
But it's basically...
Did you do any machine learning while you were at it?
No. But I was basically involved with educational academic decisions made by the program, and then just giving a student's perspective out of it. And that was that was just a fun time, because you get to learn a lot about like communication, understanding other people's perspective, and etc. So that was the fun part.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's learning data.
Just learning data?
Learning data was fun because you get to see shit that you don't see before. Something that is beyond what the eye can see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Being able to see what the eye couldn't see.
Yeah.
Through sensors and shit. But because I'm also interested in sports, like I said, it's you have to rely on what you see, but you also have to have the data to back it up. And sometimes the data is always very accurate. It's very rare that it isn't.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what it's learning how to like getting insight into that, and also getting the experience of being in a board.
Yeah.
Like just a fucking study association board. That was fucking cool.
Yeah, but like also, do you know anything like interpersonal as well?
Interpersonal.
It's like a personal development thing, kind of.
So, like personal development is it's. I mean, I got used to talking to people quite like normally.
A bit more openly.
Yeah, a bit more openly. It's less awkward than previously.
Yeah.
I'm still an awkward person now. I mean, opening this camera, sitting on a pedestrian.
I honestly,
I'm
I'll
just
tell you,
like, nah.
I think it's so cool that you do this, because I never imagined you in your life starting at Unitarian being like, hey, this is actually pretty fun.
This is fun. I'm doing this because I'm bored and I have nothing else to do, so I thought, hey, why not? I got the time.
Yeah.
So this was actually quite, just, it's not practicing, but it's also just getting used to it. Getting used to just talking to people, and it will be the same here talking to an audience. So that
I do my peace sign like way too many times.
Peace.
I don't know, it's just my vibe.
Vibe of peace. Vibe of peace.
Now isn't this like a crab thing? This is like a crab actually. Oh, just this.
This is crab, right?
Is this crab? I don't know.
I don't know. I do crabs like this.
I don't know.
And crouch down.
I thought this was a crab.
No, the crabs have like eyes that like.
Do you know what a turtle sign is in like divers language?
Divers?
Yeah, divers have a language, sign language.
Oh, divers.
Yeah.
I heard dirus.
No, divers. You know what a turtle is?
Oh, nice. Oh no. My thumb. This may not work.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Okay.
This is a shark.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, because. I think it's the same in Indo Sign Language.
And then you have, of course, jellyfish.
Yeah. I think this is also a shark in Indo Sign Language. I don't know. I could be wrong, but oh well.
Oh well. I think this is a manta ray.
You flip it over, that's Spider-Man.
That is Spider-Man. No, this is a manta ray.
Oh, you know what happened? So, I'm no longer bored, so there's a new board, and that also means it's a new year. That also means new committees in the study association.
Did you get into Disco Fishco?
I am, yes.
Yes,
I am in it.
There we
but
go.
But I am in the committee that takes care of the fish in the aquarium.
The actual fish.
Yes, which I
the goldfish that are literally this big.
Yes, which I think you can see a picture of it here. Somewhere.
Didn't you
Power
ever,
of editing.
No, did you ever you did feature the fish once during summer when you cleaned it?
I did. Yeah, but here's the picture again. Editing.
Hey, there you go.
Anyway, so I'm in the committee that takes care of the fish, and I got to interview the new first years to the freshmen who are going to join the committee. I got to interview them.
So what did you ask them?
I asked them the same questions I always ask them.
I was like, oh, how many of the fish do you know?
Yeah.
Probably.
But an important question that we ask is like, if you have a superpower, what would you choose?
Now you're asking me?
Yeah.
Probably telekinesis. I don't know, because I always thought that So like when I was still in high
I'm
school.
disappointed.
No,
I'm disappointed.
Yeah, okay, be disappointed. Like because there's not even like there's not even like a really cool backstory behind it. It's just like, you know, I watched the movie Carrie when I was when like I had the period when I was 15 when I was obsessed with Stephen King, so I started reading Carrie, and I'm like, you know, probably as many people do, but never say.
That's the one where you can move shit, right?
Yeah.
Telekinesis where you can like.
Yeah, I could just, you know, yeet you out of here, basically.
when I said I'm disappointed, you would have yeeted me out.
Yeah, then I would just yeeted you out, and then just took over the show. No, no, but I was obsessed with Stephen King, and then I was like, you know how it's about a girl that was being bullied and everything, and I guess there's a part of me that identified with it, and like the revenge arc of like all the bullies dying in the end and everything. So that was just, you know. Well, I wouldn't say that I'm murderous, but the fact, you know, it was, I guess that was the part of the story that fascinated me. The story where like the bullies actually, you know, get our consequences for their actions, you know, and don't underestimate anybody.
Bro.
Yeah, just, like,
that's deep.
Yeah, but I mean, I think that's the part that my 15-year-old self like identified with.
Fair enough.
And then there was Scarlet Witch in the Avengers, which I thought was like super cool.
What? Because what I would do, I used to say, when I did my interview for the committee, I said flying, which it was very tame, very generic. But then I actually had thought to this, and I thought time control, but specifically to undo something.
I think that would be way too much pressure for me.
But it would also bring up so many opportunities.
Yeah, but I would like, you know, I think it would like, I think that could basically change life. Not considering that it could be like, you know, in fucking 11 from Stranger Things thing where you are used as like a weapon against the Russians, you know, or like you like cannot control your power and like basically all the windows around you shatter when you're angry and everything. But like, it's kind of like this thing, you know, I just kind of imagine myself, you know, grabbing a cup of coffee from the couch.
Oh man.
And just like when something is falling, me just go like shh.
I mean, just like undo.
Yeah, I don't know.
It like, breaks, undo, and it goes back up.
Yeah, but it's just gonna like if you're doing like time control or something, then yeah, you have a lot of opportunities. But life fundamentally and all the values and everything, they change so much. Like what would your definition even be of like savoring a moment? Because you can replay it.
Say I wanted to savor a date, right? And but the thing is, if I undo the date, I would have to go through it the same way to savor it. If I don't undo it, that means I know it's worth something.
Yeah, but you can know, but then even at this point, how can you say that you would know? Because everything, say you would have the opportunity to replay or undo or redo anything in your life, at what point would you say a moment is satisfying enough to let it be? Because you have the opportunity to change it if you want. So when would a moment be perfect?
When I feel that there's no need for a change. That's perfect. That's perfection to me. When there's no need for a change. When there's no need for.
Yeah, but when is that? Because in
fact, you
fact,
can't tell. The same way where you can't tell whether I need. Yeah, but having the power means I can control it.
I think for me it would be too much power. It would be, I feel like I would get a lot of anxiety from it because I would just always wonder if there would ever be a more perfect version. Because that's for me, like that's the trap of perfection, right? That's like where you don't think of excellence, you think of perfection. So and perfection is like a cup without a bottom. It will never be full. Anyway, boy.
Oh man, that was really nice talking to you, Jessica.
Yeah, very nice. So this is what you do when you study in the Netherlands. You have a couple of existential life crises, and you come up with a whole philosophy of your own, which stems from liberal arts and sciences.
Yes. Anyways, anyway, I agree with everything.
Dude, are your socks reindeers that are avocados?
Or avocados that are reindeers?
Boy.
Alright, I should show this to them. Right there. But anyways, I think let's leave it at this is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you're new. Please like the video. And thank you very much to Jesse.
Hey.
And see you guys next time.